In America, we do things like this on Halloween to our houses. We completely destroy how our house looks by putting these outlandish Halloween decorations on. Now, I know if you're from Europe, you might not be used to this. And you're thinking, why would you do this? Yes, it's a holiday, we get it, but why in God's name would you take your multi-million-dollar house and cover it with trash? Well, here's another good one. And this person has gone more all out than the other person. Look at all those pumpkins. You have to realize too, this is a bit of a status symbol here in America.
What if I told you that the spooky spectacle of Halloween in America isn't just about one night of trick-or-treating? It's become a full-blown extravaganza where houses, cars, snacks, and costumes all compete for who can scream, "Look at me," the loudest. We're gonna dive into how people are decorating their cars, turning their yards into haunted theme parks, throwing Instagram-worthy parties inside their homes, fueling bizarre-themed fast food specials, planning months in advance for costumes, and hauling Halloween stuff with reckless abandon. And by the end, you might ask, why are we doing this? Are we celebrating or over-celebrating? Let's get right into it.
Is this gonna ruin my car's paint? I'm decorating my car for Halloween. I'm turning it into a zombie outbreak response vehicle, and unfortunately, these are permanent vinyl decals, so I'm just crossing my fingers that they aren't a total pain in the butt to remove in a few weeks. I might have to hire a detailer. Tell me why I went into Spirit Halloween and asked if they had any of these, and they literally looked at me like I was crazy. This is the part that I might actually regret. I smeared fake all over the car. I mean, this thing has seen some things, so it was needed, and it totally brings the whole look together. But I'm actually kind of nervous to drive around now. I hope I don't freak too many people out.
Let's start where you might least expect it, the driveway. Yes, your car. We often hear about lavish home decor, but more and more Americans are decorating their cars for Halloween. Animatronics in the back seat, giant spider webs draping the hood, maybe even fog machines under the chassis. It's like the haunted house moved onto wheels. Why? Because social media, of course. Your flashiest display becomes your story. It's Halloween turned highway spectacle. And everyone's trying to outspook the next car over. So when your neighbor's SUV suddenly looks like the set of a horror movie, you're not imagining a bit of crazy. You're witnessing part of $1 billion celebration of excess.
Look, the UK does Halloween, but what I'm about to show you tells me why no one does Halloween better than America. Look at that. I mean, that there's bigger than my future. This is why America is the best. This is why America's the greatest of all time at Halloween. Look at that! I'm sorry, America do it bigger and better every single time. You just can't compete with them. You know when they say everything's bigger and better in America, that applies to every single aspect ever.
Next, the outside of the house. We've moved well past a handful of pumpkins and a skeleton. We're talking about full yard displays, light shows, fog machines, inflatables, all sorts of props. Front lawns have become haunted festivals, with each neighbor trying to outdo each other. People visiting the US are often stunned by how extreme Halloween decorating gets. Entire neighborhoods look like horror movie sets. Giant animatronic monsters, full graveyards on front lawns, even synchronized light shows. It's sensory overload. For people seeing it for the first time, it feels less like spooky fun and more like America's annual display of festive insanity. According to the National Retail Federation, more than half of Americans who celebrate Halloween plan to decorate their homes or yards. In one survey, 51% said they will decorate their home or yard in 2025. Between 2019 and 2024, spending on home and yard decorations rose by 42%, from about $2.6 billion to $3.8 billion. The point? Exterior decor has become a competition. The house across the street is now your rival. And the stakes? Animated skeleton armies, giant inflatable pumpkins, and more. Because if you're gonna decorate, you might as well go big. Real quick, hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video so far.
Prep for my Halloween party with me. You guys know I have my apartment decorated all Halloween season. However, with my Halloween party, I always decorate even more. And my prepping usually starts about 3 to 4 days prior to the actual party itself, sometimes even a week. I added a bunch of spiderwebs, spiders, kind of spooky cloth. If you're going to be hosting a Halloween party, lighting is everything. And then, like I said, I just added more decor than what I had. So these skeletons, I did the menus, I had these little stands for it. It's not Halloween without some candy.
Okay, once you've got the exterior unlock, you bring the party inside. Halloween is no longer just for kids trick-or-treating. Adults are throwing parties, and they're going all out. In recent data, 32% of Americans celebrating Halloween say they will throw or attend a party. So you see the trajectory. Living room transformed into a spooky lounge, kitchen turned into a candy bar, Pinterest-inspired, Instagram-worthy setups. The interior decor piece fuels the "look at my party" narrative. And yes, many people will buy new throw pillows, tablecloths, lighting, even holiday-specific dinnerware for just one night, because the one night has to look insane.
Burger King came out with their new Halloween monster meal. It includes mummy mozzarella fries, vampire nuggets, jack-o'-lantern whopper, and the Franken candy sundae. They're also selling these cute trick-or-treat buckets. Very delicious. They're in the shape of bats and fangs. Look at that. I love Burger King nuggets. It's straight orange. Whoa! I was not expecting that, and it is huge. Cheers. Has some candy and Oreo on top. It tastes like chocolate to me. I love how Burger King goes all out with their themed meals. It is so fun. Definitely makes me feel like a kid again.
Now let's talk food, because what's a holiday without snacks? But we aren't just talking about your regular Halloween candy. Every year, people turn their kitchens into haunted bakeries, getting creative with their party snacks. What started as a fun concept has become a full-blown competition to see who can make the most over-the-top spooky spread. We're seeing fast food chains roll out Halloween meal deals, limited bucket specials, and spooky-themed menu items. And every year, people rush to try them and post them on social media. Here's where the excess really kicks in. Jumbo candy bags, limited edition flavors, ghost-shaped fast food items, and endless gimmicky packaging designed to make you buy more. The snack explosion isn't just for kids. It's adult-friendly, Instagram-friendly, impulse-friendly, and the controversy angle. Are we eating for comfort, nostalgia, or are we buying into the limited time marketing telling us we must consume the seasonal variant even if we don't really want it?
I'm sorry, when did picking a Halloween costume become this serious? People are like, I don't want to be basic for Halloween. Remember when we could just be Little Red Riding Hood and get the costume from Party City? And we ate back then. Now everybody wants to be niche characters for Halloween, which I love if you want to be niche, but you're not basic if you want to go as Catwoman. It's Halloween. The point is that you can wear whatever you want.
Halloween isn't about throwing on a quick costume anymore. It's a full-blown style competition. People plan weeks in advance, coordinate group looks, and drop serious cash just to outdo everyone else on social media. In 2024, total costume spending was about $3.8 billion. The message: costume culture isn't just for kids anymore. It's full-blown adult experience, social media ready. In your opinion, when does costume obsession cross the line from expressive to excessive?
Here were some of the best celebrity Halloween costumes from 2024. Queen of Halloween, Heidi Klum, and of course her husband Tom Collins when they dressed up as not one, but two ETs last year. This costume took them a year to make. We also had another ET costume that was equally as incredible, but I bet you can't even guess who it is unless you saw it last year. This is none other than Janelle Monáe. This is Tyga, dressed as the Babadook. And he also dressed up in a second costume as the Grinch. Paris Hilton and her husband, her kids, went as the Wizard of Oz. Cardi B crushed an absolute classic last year when she went as Jessica Rabbit. Lastly, Kim Kardashian always nails it. Apparently, this is an albino alligator.
Let's dive into the celebrity realm. Celebrity houses decked out in horror mansion mode, celebrity costumes that trend across TikTok and Instagram, Halloween decor that goes viral. This amplifies the normal person behavior. You see celebrity photos and you feel like you need to bring your A game to your own home. Look what celebrity did, so I must keep up. That pressure fuels spending, decor hauls, and extreme setups. It raises questions. Is the holiday still about community fun, or is it about content and showing off?
I'm hosting a Halloween party this year, and here's everything that I got from Dollar Tree, Target, and Walmart.
Cookies, we're gonna do a haul on what I got at Ross and Marshalls today for Halloween shopping.
I got some really good stuff this week. Let's do a quick Halloween haul.
Here's the finale of excess, the haul, the one-stop big spend. I went to 3 stores, bought 5 pumpkins, 2 animatronics, 10 costume accessories, 2 car decorations, 1 themed snack bundle. Spree. According to LendingTree, 28% of Halloween spenders have gone into debt over holiday items or activities. So yes, the haul culture is real. It's driving decorated cars, over-the-top house decor, interior party staging, themed fast food, costume binges. When does it stop being fun and become, look at me spending? Are we creating waste, debt, and spectacle for the sake of social media double taps? Or is it all just good American fun? So here's the big question. Are we celebrating Halloween, or are we competing it into something bigger than it used to be? We've covered cars turned haunted floats, house exteriors made into mini theme parks, living rooms transformed into Instagram-ready party zones, snack culture exploding, costumes getting more elaborate, celebrity setups raising the bar, and haul culture fueling excessive spending. Americans are expecting to spend over $13 billion this Halloween. We must ask, is this still the friendly kids in costumes get candy Halloween? Or has it morphed into the I must outspook my neighbor Halloween? Drop a comment. Which part of Halloween, home decor, car decor, costumes, party setups, fast food specials, or social media haul culture do you think has gone too far? Or do you secretly look forward to the extravagance of it all? If this video made you see Halloween a little differently, hit like and share it. Subscribe if you want more takes on American cultural phenomena. As always, feel free to suggest topics related to American culture that you'd like to see us cover next in the comments.